Doing all right? We're about halfway.
Doing more.
Should I stop? Just... Here we go. So, I have a really good friend here, Alexis Vale, who's here tonight. And we took a great trip a couple of years ago, a year and a half ago, to Austin. We went to a writers' conference. I would say, in my opinion, was a very impactful conference to understand writing, the business, film industry, everything. So I really appreciate it. And we really had one, I think, and Alexis is out there somewhere, but we had a great fucking time. It was an amazing trip, unexpectedly amazing. So I, unfortunately, was very upset towards the end, just because we made some amazing friends, lifelong friends that we all keep in touch with. So I did write a poem about one of the last nights. The title is called "All Roads to Youth End in Austin." We were the proverbial creatures of the night, sipping on cheap drafts, listening to open mic, and relying on optimism, a community of drunken millennials. Our spirits mesmerized by hope, fear, and desperation. It's better to be here than anywhere else. I look out to my former soul, the one that yearned to feel. The way truth tricks you into believing. I watch and can't help it. I miss that sense of adventure and the thrill of optimism. I've come to know the confines of my life are narrowing. Am I running from the person I'm supposed to be? I'm not sure. I try to believe there's still time for me to explore. I need a moment alone to regain composure. Kelly walks over and asks, "Are you okay, buddy?" I'm not really sure, I tell her. I know that I envy the times when I felt lost, the times when my spirit shouted. I miss hearing my youth. The group reminds me of the dreams I've had, of the dreams that remain. A quiet desperation follows a lifetime journey to reach a moment when we grasp our truest breath. The end of youth is something so fragile. It escapes us in the moment when we wish for it most. Society pressures us, not in the sense of exploring, but in the urgency of time. It ticks, rattles, and infuriates us. I wish it were not so, but I guess it has to be. Something needs to remind us how ignorant it is to waste. Time is a callous notice that forever isn't forever. The night, a black curtain cast over a gray past. We yearn to experience everything for the first time, but instead we grow. Still we resist. At times, we're desperate to forget. At other times, we're desperate to remember. The pull outweighs the restraint, and we push forward, even when it's easy not to. As long as we believe in the rarity of the light, we hold on to that belief, for we know that even the most delusional individuals have prevailed. A memory becomes a victim to emotion. A sense of our present banality laughs at us while we yearn to repeat the past, to step into our former selves, as if born again and experience everything for the first time. When the thrill of discovery was fresh, but we're distracted during first experiences, unable to fully appreciate them. We become victims only later, ailed by nostalgia. But the beers keep on coming. The song keeps on playing. The Misfits and I cheer another round. Danny's on stage, about to pull some chords. We take it in. I'm sad now. Unlike the others, I've been here before, and tomorrow comes too quickly. I'll miss this. When the trip's over, I return to my daily doldrums. I'll miss this even more. And even in the later days, when I'm much older than now, after many stories and experience past me, I'll think back on tonight. Think about right now. I'll miss it.